guys, me host SuperSorrell. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. I got the big bad wolf. And I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. This is Disney's The Big Bad Wolf, and I've been dying to open this one up and get my hands on this awesome Disney villain. Big Bad Wolf comes from the silly Symphonies from the old Disney cartoons, and this Big Bad Wolf looks absolutely awesome. I love the artwork on the box, and if we flip it to the back, we can see the classic portrait there of Big Bad Wolf, along with an awesome little write-up which states, "The relentless and vicious wolf is obsessed with his goal to capture and eat the three little pigs. He is audacious and crafty. Despite his devious schemes and sly disguises, he will huff and puff and perhaps still fail to bring home the bacon." So yes, guys, let's unbox the Big Bad Wolf. I've always been a fan of Big Bad Wolf. When I went to Disney, he's one of the characters that I've never managed to meet in person, which irritates me a little bit. He normally comes out for like Halloween and the sort of like Run Disney events. Well, I've been to Disney for Halloween several times, but I've never dropped on with managing to meet the Big Bad Wolf, although I have managed to meet some pretty rare villains over the years. My favourite villain meet and greet was Gideon and Foulfellow from Pinocchio. And I hope they get made into action figures at some point, although probably not by Super 7. As we know, the deal with Disney and Super 7 was soured recently, and doesn't look like they're going to be making any more figures for Disney anytime soon, which is kind of sad, because these figures were nice, and as somebody like myself who is a fan of the classic Disney, rather than the modern stuff, I was happy with what they were doing, with giving us like Alice in Wonderland, Pinocchio, obviously Big Bad Wolf, Fantasia. I was happy with the direction they were going, and I'm gutted to say that this is coming to an end, because the Big Bad Wolf, I think, was just scratching the surface of what they could have done. Obviously, if they were going to stay on the silly Symphonies line, I mean, everyone loves the Lonesome Ghosts cartoon. Would have been cool to get the Lonesome Ghosts as a little box set. I mean, there's so many different silly Symphonies cartoons. I mean, like, even the Three Little Pigs as a 3-pack to go with Big Bad would have been awesome, but I don't think we'll ever see it now. I hope Disney do sell the license to somebody similar to try and continue making figures similar to this. Because I've got to admit, I did like the big chunky style of the Super 7 Ultimates. Oh my god, these do not want to come out. What is going on? Look at that, the plastic's like morphing around it as I'm trying to pull it out. There we go. Jesus. We've got the hands. What's your favourite Silly Symphonies cartoon, guys? If you're a fan of Disney's and the Silly Symphonies, let me know in the comments your favourite Silly Symphonies cartoon. Right, that's the first tray done. Jesus. And then tray number 2, we get the bag. Is that bag open up? Nah. That'd have been cool. Oh, and then we've got the cloth dress that goes over the top of him. There we go. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to have him displayed in the grandma mode, if you will, but it's cool that they've included it. Right. His head came off as I was pulling him out, but yeah, we have the classic Big Bad Wolf. He's got a little articulated tail, which is nice. Bit of scuffiture going on there thanks to the packaging, but we've got a fully articulated wolfy tail. So that's very cool. Now, you can't lift him back too far because these straps are go over the top of him, but you can crunch him forwards and about back that far. The neck is solid, so you can't really move the neck around, but you can put the head on there as well and be able to move that around a little bit. He does have movement at the legs there at the bottom to lift them outwards, which is nice. and then they move round. There is little knee hinges here. Sorry, I think this is SuperSorrell's doing some hoovering out there. I do apologise. Then we've got a little knee hinge there. Not that it does too much, but it works. And then the feet flex forwards with little pinholes should you wish to use a display bass. So like I say, he also came with the little bag, which has got little green and white, green little spots on it. That doesn't open up or anything, that's just a static bag. And he comes with the nightgown that opens up at the back. So you can just slide it on him to turn him into the granny, which you'll use this head for. Or this head. What big eyes you have! But he also comes with two portraits. We come with the blowing big bad wolf blowing effect, which it would have been cool to get the big, like, because when he did the huff and the puff on the cartoon, they drew like a big cloud coming out of his mouth to simulate the puff. So that would have been cool to include, like a effects piece. But obviously this is the head we're going to have on him 9 times out of 10. So let's go ahead and pop that in. Yeah, that pops up nice and easy. Like I say, this is a figure I've been waiting for such a long time to come out. I'm so glad I finally got this. We do have both hands are like just open palm hands right now. Although you can change them up because he does have fisticuffs. And he does have grab hands as well. I'm going to leave him with the open palm on mine. But I think what's best is if we go down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at the big bad wolf. So let's head on down to the desk cam. As I say, this is a figure I've been dying to get out and play with now for quite some time. So I'm so happy that we finally have him in the collection now. He does look awesome. That classic big bad wolf look from Walt Disney is just amazing. And I'm loving this little backdrop that they gave us in the box. I'm going to be salvaging that for some shots and dioramas. He's very expressive. You can get some nice poses and little, smiles and things out of him. It's a shame that they didn't give us a head that had an articulated jawline. That would have been nice. We could have his mouth open or his tongue hanging low, just to give him a bit more animation. Although, like I say, he is very animated. When you pose him up nice and stuff, you can get some very good poses out of him. He doesn't stand very well, which is a pain. His feet are at a very awkward angle, which does mean that he's like, you have to balance him on these little perch parts, which I'm not too fond of. So I'm thinking to get the best display out of him, I'm going to have to use a display board. Right now, his tail is just balancing on the back of the card, just to stand him up. But like I say, you can get a lot of different poses out of this figure. And we can pop this head off, like I say, very easy to pop on and off. We can pop on the other alternate head, which is the huff and puff and blow your house down head, which just simulates the which I don't think I'll be using. I'm not a big fan of that. But one thing we do have is this head, so you can push this part through. How does that go through? I don't want to get... He must go through. We have to pop his arms first or something? That one's a bit more faffy, but yeah, you got to basically put the arms through, I think, first. I'll have a play around with that one off cam and see if I can get that one to work before I come back to you on that one. We'll go for the granny. So we can. Oh, that head didn't want to pop on then. So for the old granny, we're just going to pop the granny head on, which apparently doesn't want to go on. Thank you. So you got the little old granny head on, and then we're just going to... It's a shame that didn't Velcro all the way down. Oh, it does Velcro all the way down. Brilliant. Oh, it's got a little wire in it as well. Nice. because we're going to want to pop his hands off, aren't we, to do this one. So just pop his hands. His hands are very easily pop off, and then we can just slide the nightgown down. And there you have it. You can dress him up as the old grandma. It's such a weird little thing, but it's cool. I like it. I like the design. All the more easy to see you with, dear. What big eyes you have. All the better to see you with. So yeah, I like that. That's cool. Let me try and work out the weird lamb one. There we go. Just imagine he's got his hands on. But yeah, you have to put the arms up, take the hands off, put the arms up, and then as they come through, just kind of pull them to the sides, and then the head just snaps into the ball joint, and then you can have him doing the lamb, dressed up as the lamb, hiding in the picnic basket. Not something I'm going to be using for my display, but it's a cool idea nonetheless. It does make him very top heavy though. But yeah, very cool little concept. Again, I'm not aware of when he does this in the cartoon. I don't remember him doing this. But it's been a long time since I sat down and watched the collection of Big Bad Wolf Silly Symphonies. And there you have it, guys. This is a classic Disney character that Super 7 have brought to life for us, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. What are your thoughts on this figure, though, guys? Let me know in the comments below. I personally cannot wait to get this figure on my shelf. I'm going to go stand him down there with King John and Maleficent, and who else have I got down there? Hook, and I've got a collection of the McFarlane and the Super 7s, so I'll go stand him with those, and he's standing with all his classic villains. But guys, what are your thoughts on the Super 7 series? And are you sad to see that it's over? Let me know in the comments down below, and let us know your thoughts on Big Bad. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, SuperSorrell, and I'll see you in the next video. But until next time, may the Force be with you.